Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new video. We're going to be talking about all of the latest news regarding Iran. We're going to talk about former Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, the fact that United States is openly talking about nuking Iran. We'll be talking about President Trump threatening South Korea and Oman. We'll be talking about some latest maps, as you can see, created by NATO. What would happen if things escalate in Europe. We'll be talking about the bond market. It looks like the bond market is about to crash and everybody is dumping US treasuries and buying Chinese treasuries. The data shows, as you can see. We've reached 40 trillion in debt in the United States. I'll be showing you images of President Trump's lovely relationship with Melania. As you can see, he's trying to hold her hand, and look what she does. the most powerful man in the world can't even keep his woman happy. Hilarious. We're talking about President Trump can't keep his woman happy. He's got a new girlfriend, as you can see. But not just that woman, but he's got this guy. Goy slave. I'll be talking about this guy as well. So, let's start the show. Marjorie Taylor Greene, former Congresswoman, has released this email. Well, tweet, basically. She says that the US, especially Trump and Hegseth, and a few other neocons are openly discussing using nukes on Iran. So this is extremely frightening, to be honest. I mean, this man, this deranged man, is willing to kill millions of people. And this could also trigger World War III.
Really doing poorly.
Could see the end of the world.
We're a laughing stock all over the world. We're going to get that changed very quickly.
Millions of people,
and this
just
has been
because
some
of his ego, because he cannot win against Iran. He thinks a nuclear bomb will solve all the issues. He thinks the Iranians are like Japanese. They will become the biggest puppets the world has ever seen after getting nuked. He doesn't understand the Iranians very well. Yeah, the Japanese might do that. Japanese might kiss your feet. But Iranians would never do that, even after they get nuked. And what guarantee do you have that Iran cannot nuke back? Maybe Iran has already got nukes in secret. Or maybe the nukes are ready to go. Everything's ready. All it takes is one go-ahead and they can easily put some warheads on top of a hypersonic missile. And that's it. Israel is gone. Do they really want to take that risk? Do they really want to take a nuclear risk, guys? This man needs to be kicked out of office, and Hegseth needs to be in prison. Well, they both need to be in prison. Unbelievable if this ever goes ahead. I mean, I hope that there are generals in the United States who have got a calm head and will tell Trump no. I'm just hoping that is the case. But I could be wrong. And I really hope Iran has got some nukes of its own. Because it would be extremely stupid if they don't. I'll be honest with you. You have to match your enemy's capabilities with your own. There is no point fighting with knives and swords when your enemy has guns and rockets and bombs. That is extremely stupid in a battlefield. There is no hope of winning. There is no hope whatsoever. You have to match your enemy's capabilities. Otherwise, you've got no chance. And nukes are not there to be used. They are there for deterrence. Look at India and Pakistan. Having nukes on either side has stopped India and Pakistan having a major war. Because none of these countries want to destroy themselves. So this is why extremely, extremely important why not just Iran, but the whole region needs to have nukes to counter Israel. If Israel's got it, all the neighbors should have it. That's the only way there will be peace. If Israel has only got it, and they only use it, that's it. You can kiss the Middle East goodbye. Israel will pretty much own it. They will have their greater Israel. There will be nobody to stop them. And trust me, they will use it. Look what they've done to Gaza and Lebanon. They have no issues killing innocents. No issues. The world needs to stand up and do something about this. I mean, you can understand why they're talking about nukes. I mean, look at this story. The USS Benfold, a guided missile destroyer, lost all its power for 4 days in the South China Sea after a generator failure in July 24th. This is the greatest American military we're talking about, and it's lost its power. All his bases are destroyed. You have your aircraft carriers running on empty with no food, no toilets, no necessities. It's like floating hunks of junks. No wonder they want to use nukes, because they've got nothing else. They have no conventional weapons to use. They've tried conventional weapons and they've lost. Is this where the 1.5 trillion goes to? Where is all that money? You can't say all of it's gone to the military-industrial complex in their pockets. It's a lot of money, $1.5 trillion. That is more than what most countries make. I think Britain makes around 3 trillion, I believe, a year or something like that, or 4 trillion. So it's almost like half of that goes to the military. It's crazy. So Trump did something crazy today. He sent a tweet out and he basically said that he's good friends with North Korea and he's not going to do any more joint military exercises with South Korea. And he was a big middle finger to South Korea. A big one. South Korea have been loyal puppets for the United States for years, since the Korean War. And this is how Trump treats them. I mean, it's not just South Korea. All American allies will look at this and realize there's no advantage being a puppet, no advantage whatsoever. You get humiliated if you're a puppet. Look what's happening to Ukraine. Look what's happening to every single puppet around the world. That is, all the puppet nations are being destroyed. Philippines have got no oil or gas because of their puppetry. Look at Japan. The economy is about to be destroyed. The yen's being killed. Every single puppet is being destroyed or discarded. And South Korea is nothing new. Do you know what I believe is happening? I think Trump is extremely jealous that North Korea is helping Russia. There's stories about North Korean soldiers helping Russian troops. And they are absolutely destroying Ukraine. So Trump asked South Korea to help them in the strait. And South Korea said, no, we don't want to be involved. So I think Trump is extremely jealous of North Korea, very unhappy that his allies don't help him, but North Korea helps Russia, no problem. I think Trump secretly wishes he had North Korea as an ally as opposed to South Korea. I think that's what Trump wishes. He would have loved North Korea to be involved in the strait. But unfortunately for him, North Korea has dignity. They've got principles. They know right and wrong. They would never join Trump's illegal war of aggression against Iran. Never. So it's not just South Korea getting absolutely hammered here. Trump said on a phone call to Fox News that if Oman get involved in the strait, like for trade and stuff, he would bomb the SHIT out of them. That's what he said, live on Fox News on a phone call. Oman have been also very loyal puppets to America. Very loyal puppets. Perhaps not much now because against Iran, but for last 50, 60 years or so, Oman have been very, very good to the States. So this is how Trump treats his allies. And these Gulf nations, I have said that these Gulf nations need to grow some balls and kick out every single American interest in the region. Kick everything out. Kick out the American troops. Stop housing them in hotels. Kick out all the bases. Kick out the dollar. Stop using the dollar for oil. Start using other currencies, local currencies, yuan, ruble. Use your local one. Or create a new one. Call it, OPEC currency or something. But don't use the dollar. And then beg Iran for security. Ask Iran to give you security, and they will. Iran will provide the security in the region. And Russia will come and help, and China will come and help. Join BRICS. And once you join BRICS, create a security part of BRICS, where all the countries will join, like a NATO. And that will involve all of the BRICS countries. It will involve Russia, China. You don't need Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey doing their own thing. You can have the whole BRICS countries doing it. And that will include Iran, Russia, China. There is no way America would get involved in that if that is the case. But that will only happen if all of the Arab countries start growing some balls and kick out the Americans. And if you don't have the balls, then get out. These puppet Gulf nations need to kick out their puppet leaders and put some real leaders in place. So there's a story about Jared Kushner. He met with Netanyahu today. And after that, he met him for 4 hours. And after that, he started talking about Gaza and they need to carry on with the G side. They said they cannot stop until Hamas is, they get rid of the weapons. But why would they get rid of their weapons? They are being bombed every single day. Why would they do that? I mean, look what's happening to West Bank. There's nobody protecting them at West Bank. PLO has been long gone ages ago. There's nobody protecting them at West Bank. And look what's happening to them. Well, the settlers have taken over. On a daily basis, they're losing their homes, properties, lives. There's no Hamas in West Bank. So why should Hamas get rid of the weapons? So all the settlers can come in and do what they're doing in West Bank, do that in Gaza as well. They can get rid of them and create their utopia. Beachfront properties, that's what they want. They want all of the Palestinians out. That cushion has been working for Donald Trump. He needs to be in prison. He's obviously working for Israel. He's not working for the United States. Everyone can see that. So this is the map I'm talking about. NATO has published this, by the way, not me. So if ever war gets escalated with NATO, they believe this is what Russia will do, and I agree. Russia will do that. They will have a land bridge all the way to Kaliningrad. As you can see, Lithuania is going to be mostly gone. They will give a little part of Lithuania to the south, where it's going to be landlocked. Estonia, they will give Estonia near the sea, but most of Estonia will be gone. Latvia, most of it will be gone, but they will give Latvia the little islands, as you can see. So Russia will take that, and they will have more access to the sea and more access to Kaliningrad, and they will have more security, more ports. And they need that to fight NATO. They cannot allow NATO to have a foothold in that region. But we'll see what happens. The bond market is crashing, guys. Absolutely crazy. Looks like people around the world, countries around the world, organizations, companies, they're all dumping US treasuries and they are buying Chinese treasuries. I mean, look at Chinese treasuries. The price or the yields are going down because everybody is buying Chinese treasuries now. They are all dumping US treasuries and transferring everything to China in front of our eyes. And Scott Bessent has come out today to say that they will do an emergency buyout of US treasuries because everyone's dumping at the moment. So they will print money and buy it. So when they print money, what's that going to do? That's going to cause more debt. As you can see, it's already reached 40 trillion today. 40 trillion. So they will buy more debt, print more dollars, buy US treasuries, buy their own treasuries, by the way. These are not foreign buys. These are them. This is the government buying their own treasuries. And the debt will be falling on to the American people. This cannot end well. Japan is still got a problem with its currency. They are looking to dump more stocks, treasuries, dollars, but the US is not letting them. But there's going to come a point when Japan has not got a choice. It's either do that or face an economic collapse. The world is not ready for that yet. So we are coming very close to the breaking points, guys. Very close. So I was just showing you this image earlier. I mean, look at Trump. The most powerful guy in the world cannot even keep his woman happy. Look at that. She just can't bear to be with him. This is why you don't see Melania on the news. Remember a few months ago, she was all over the news. She was on press conferences. She was on the UN. She was talking. She was, she was being like an ambassador. Now she's nowhere to be seen. It's because Trump has found a new girlfriend. Do you remember when Trump escaped Air Force One he escaped on the food cart? Well, guess what? The only two people he took with him was Hegseth and his girlfriend. Those are the only two people he found most important to keep alive. No wonder Melania can't stand him. So his girlfriend is basically more important than Marco Rubio and Scott Bessent, many other people, many other aides, Caroline Levitt. And his girlfriend looks like a horse. I don't know if you can see her smile. Poor Melania, guys. Poor Melania. She can't even divorce him because he's the president of the United States. She probably won't be allowed. Not during his presidency, anyway. So she just stays away, stays off the camera. They're definitely not staying in the same bedroom. You can see there's no intimacy between them whatsoever. She doesn't even let him hold her hand. Poor woman. This is Trump's other girlfriend, Mark Levine. I mean, look at the way he's manhandling him.